I'ma go around the town, up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Ride till we making it out. Hey. Ride till we making it out. Hey. Look. Go around the town, up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Frankie gave me the duties this week. I fucking lost in the intro, so I got to intro the pod. Jose ain't here again this week, but we still here trying to get active. 2 episodes a week. This is Juice Podcast. It's your boy Juma,
Frankie,
and we got our guest today. Feel free to introduce yourselves one by one.
Yeah, I'm Dan Harris. I've
y'all
been
know
here before.
Dance.
This is
y'all
my second time back on the Juice.
Yeah, salute.
I brought my boys Nick Lindner and Jay here.
For sure. Who's who?
Yo, it's me, Jay.
For sure. Hell yeah.
I'm Nick the rapper.
For sure. And I want to say thank you, Dance, because without meeting you, we would not have had our today's guest, you know? And the
Appreciate
fact that
you,
to me, it was cool that we were able to set it up like months before. So
yeah,
we were kind of hype already.
For sure.
Like just with us. Like I know Jose's already was going to be tapped in because we have a group chat just to send our music and stuff to, you know, to research the artists. So me and Frankie been talking about y'all like since this week already upcoming, you know. Fucking Len's already mentioned how he's up to date with y'all and everything. So it's sick, bro. Appreciate you once again, Dance.
Absolutely.
For the link, you know.
No, for sure.
But, yeah, to talk to y'all as well. Thank y'all for flying out to Cali and fucking coming to fuck with the Juice, guys. For real.
Dope as fuck, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I could just start, maybe because I know we're doing the handover mic. If I could just start with you, Jay, where you flying in from, bro?
I came in from Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
So out of there, you know, Disney and shit.
Honestly, it's funny.
Disneyland?
Yeah, bro. It's funny because that's how we're known, you know, in Orange County.
Oh yeah.
Because because Anaheim has a Disneyland. So,
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we fucking.
It's funny because I also live in Orange County too. So
Okay.
yeah,
For us, it's the same thing. Ain't no,
same shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So.
That's funny. And then you, Nick, where you flying in from, Brody?
Yeah, man. I'm coming in from Philly.
Okay.
I live in Delaware though, so
Okay.
I live like 35 minutes from the airport out in Philly,
For sure.
and then yeah, that's about it.
Legit.
Not too much. It's like kind of country out there, low key,
For sure.
like suburbs and shit.
Legit.
So,
And then I could just go to you, Dance, as well. How do all you guys know each other?
We pretty much all know each other from school. We went to Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. If you've seen the previous episode with me, I touched on that briefly. But yeah, I think you guys both studied sound design, right?
Yeah.
They both studied sound design. I didn't study sound, I studied illustration.
Okay.
But, we had mutual friends, and we just kind of knew each other through, other homies, and it was just a matter of time.
For sure.
You figure out that other homies do music, and you just want to like see what's up with them.
Okay.
It's just like a natural kind of
Wait, so
thing.
was it like an easy link to transition to you guys making music together, or like how was that connection specifically to like, we want to make music together, or just even to get to that time?
I made music for a while. I knew Dance DJ'd.
Okay.
And I was like kind of just trying to get started and making like good music that I fucked with and I produced, or like my
I'm gonna
friends
stop you
produced.
periodically because I
Yeah.
tend to forget questions. What do you quantify as good music?
Just like not what I was making at that time.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, honest.
That's real shit. Yeah. It's like, yo, I haven't
there's
heard
something
this.
in there.
It's like,
There is something in there, but it's like, yeah.
You knew like there's more to it though.
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
that's why I went to school down there. Like was to try and learn like how to get better at that shit. Like sound, learn how to like talk to a producer, learn how to like do that. Cause I ended up going in like getting a scholarship to fucking rap. It's like a small scholarship, but it was fucking it was tight. So that was like my whole idea, was just get as good as I can at either producing or like understanding the whole idea of the recording process and the business behind music. But the school, that it didn't really offer that. what I was going for in a way, but like.
So what did you do specifically in your school? If you go,
it was all focused around like.
My bad.
Oh yeah. It was more focused on like movies and shit. We did a lot of
soundtrack type of thing. Or
piecing together.
Overall,
he knows. Like we were the sound program. It's like a lot of you could minor in music or something like that, but there was never really like a program for it. That you had to like build it with your teachers and shit. Yeah. So there was no music, but like the kids like and the students, you know what I'm saying, like, at the school, there was a lot of people that made music, and that was the whole. That's what we got out of it at the end of the day, you know.
For sure. And then similar to you, Jay, you did the same. You guys are kind of basically doing the same thing, and as far as your programs or maybe your goals when you even went to the college, you know.
I didn't even start like at SCAD as like I originally went for animation, you know. So like I like drawing and shit, but I'm like really good at like looking at some shit and then like recreating it, but I'm not good at like if I thought about it and then drew it, it's good type shit. So, but you know, then I realized, you know, music is more my passion. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do some like sound design, music stuff, and then making music with dance and stuff. I didn't really, when they dropped their TR-94 stuff, I was like, oh, this shit is hard.
For sure.
And I was like,
you mentioned it, we're gonna get into that.
And I was like, yeah, that's some shit. Like, I want to make some shit. So I was like, I'm gonna drop my own album. And when I was like making stuff, I was passing shit to Dance, and he was like, okay, yeah. And then like, so that's just how we really got into it. He was making shit.
Oh, so it was just linking music, like just amongst each other, basically. For sure.
Definitely. I think like Nick and I got into making music in a different way. Ours was more like kind of remote a little later down the line, but like, I mean, we've been homies before I was doing music really, you know, like when I was just kind of DJing like house parties and stuff, and so that was like really my introduction to music. And then we'd make like beats and stuff with my boy Glenn. I think you met Glenn before, but we make beats and shit. Nick always like freestyle, but I never rapped or anything like that. It was really just DJing, making like electronic beats and shit like that. And it just like slowly developed into, you know, me doing my own thing. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Damn, so just even going back to SCAD, you mentioned TR-94. I wanted to talk about the first initial, basically, how it got formed. Like, just how it got formed, basically.
Man.
I feel like you would know more about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
You kind of approached me, I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean, I definitely pushed you to help get it.
Yeah, the TR-94 was really like me, Clip, like Nick Morbit, the guy that makes a lot of the beats that, you know, we work on.
Yeah.
My boy Doug.
Yeah.
And Glenn. That was really like what started the TR-94, but we just had the idea. I mean, the Today Records, it's a lot really, but when we wanted like a collective, we had so many homies that we're on like a similar time.
We brought me and Peter in.
Yeah, and
because we were both. I was in Charlotte at the time, and Peter was in Greensville.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Greensville, South Carolina.
We just had
How far is this from each other?
It
just be sounding
4
like
hours.
4 hours.
4 hours or less. Yeah.
No more than a few hours.
That's
from
easy.
Each other. Like everything. It's
4 hours in between each other. Yeah, it's acting like it's like around the corner, you know.
I mean,
No,
that's
it's
like
not bad, but it's
every
like-
major
Just on the
city.
30 minutes or what?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Every major city on the East Coast is 4 hours or 2 hours apart.
Okay.
It's just
Not
like
even sometimes though.
no, that's what I'm saying. 4 or 2.
Yeah.
It's like
Even
every
less
major
sometimes,
city.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it just depends.
Okay. Yeah, no, but continue. So just even like the 4 hour distance in between, it wasn't hard to coordinate meeting and making the music together, or like what was the idea of TR-94? Basically, what did you guys want to accomplish with it? Was it just a collective of guys wanting to make music together, or was it, you know? Because I know like you guys said it transitioned to like a label in a sense.
Yeah,
you know?
it was that, and then also just like wanting to inspire other people wanting to do the same shit, you know, and also kind of like I feel like we could do it better, but like highlighting the fact that we were in different areas, like we weren't like a collective that were in the same city. Like there were no more than like 2 of us in the same like area, and we were still able to like, you know, connect, make amazing music, and you know, ultimately like change lives. Like it's really the reason I'm out here. You know, it's pushed me to continue to like do music and want to network and connect, and then like what better place to do that than out here in LA. So
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. And then just to just even go a little bit more into the TR-94, you guys had an album released together?
Yeah.
Okay,
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
Yeah.
So how was it? I know you mentioned that was before UJ, but how was that? Just getting everybody involved with something like that, like
it was
just
a
the
lot
whole
of
overall vibe, like completing it, because I know, like as a single artist, it takes a while to just formulate a whole album, you know. So
For sure.
The fact that you have multiple entities involved, how was that? Like just the accomplishment, or even coming to an agreement? I feel like multiple different agreeing ideas is a big thing as well, you know. What's gonna represent us, you know? So how was that as well? How was that whole process?
I mean, it was fun. We had a lot of meetings. Like, we would meet like every other week for a while when we got like going. We would, you know, send the whole album, you know, all the tracks to everybody. We would make sure everybody, you know, dance was a big part of like setting everything up and delegating, you know, and kind of arranging who's going to be on what track, who's going to fit in this vibe, arranging the whole, you know, product. And then before it was all kind of done, we had, you know, a number of tracks, and then we cut down. But we set up a meeting, and we all communicated at the end of the day, like, what do we want to do? We want to, you know, make the best shit we can right now, and, you know, have as much fun as we can, and know that we're going to stick together at the end of the day and try and make some shit happen. And we ended up making some merch and stuff, and going out on a whim, and, you know, meeting with some designers.
How'd that come to be with the merch? It was kind of just inevitable, or
somebody's
it was
buddies, right?
Like,
or it was Clip. Yeah, it was Clip.
Okay,
Clip's buddies.
Yeah, man,
shouts to Clip. He's hella involved.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the fucking. Come on, we gotta get him on here one of these
days.
Yo, for real.
Involved,
yeah, man,
he's a cool dude.
Crucial, bro,
yeah.
Sure. That's my boy. But yeah, I mean, this was I wasn't out here yet when we was doing this.
Yeah.
And, he had already been out here for a few years. He was like, yeah, I got a buddy back in his hometown. I think it was like Ohio, Cleveland.
Ohio, yeah. Was it Known Identity?
Yeah, exactly.
Known Identity.
Yeah,
shout out.
To them. They're fire, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, they came up with the logo for the album Until Tomorrow.
Okay. No, our boy Jay,
and
Grayson,
for the shirt.
Grayson came up with the logo, but like.
Yeah.
They helped us with like printing
the t-shirt design, right?
And shit, just like sourcing out like the designs and shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, Clip is huge. That was him. Yeah, he brought that up. He was like, yeah, I got a buddy who's, you know, got a situation. It'd be nice to like link with him. He's kind of new, starting up. We're just doing this thing, and it'd be nice to bring the two worlds together.
Hell yeah. And then with you, Jay, when did you come along and join TR-94?
I want to say maybe like a year ago. A little bit.
So it's recent.
Yeah, maybe a little bit longer.
Like that.
Cause I had released like a bunch of like singles and shit that I was writing, just like to fuck around. And then Dance had like heard a bunch of that shit, and he was like, "Yeah, no, are you working some other stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got like an idea for like a project." And then that's how like it came to be to make this album, and like I was like sending shit to Dance like all the time, just to get his feedback, you know, cause he's a really good fucking like engineer and shit, you know. So he's like, and he sees the vision a lot, like you know. So it's like he definitely like helped me push that shit to his far. And I think like even now I'm fucking like getting better and shit because of him and shit, because he always how he breaks shit down, you know.
Okay.
And I think that's really it, you know. That's how it came to be. He's always like, yeah, you do this. This sounds good. I like what you're doing here, you know. So, shit like that.
Feedback. Someone like just like by your side, basically just supporting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
So how hard, or I don't know. It sounds like it's pretty easy for you, but how is it like trying to fit everybody into one song and then having to make sure you fit yourself into the song as well?
Me?
Yeah.
That's a good question. It kind of just comes naturally, really. Like we just feel the vibe out. Nothing's really forced. Nothing's planned.
We make a lot of music.
We make a ton. Yeah, I think I really, honestly, at the end of the day, that's really the truth. We make a lot of fucking music, bro. Like, and we've made a lot of music. Like,
and together we've all made music.
And together
like,
too. Yeah, like
it's easy for us to like.
I probably made. Like realistically, I probably made 800 songs. Like probably like in total, and I probably made like 400 or 500 with this kid right here. Like, and he's been there like from the jump. Like, so like when it's in the studio, it's like it's like the most natural thing you could. It's not even like. It's effortless. It's like more, it's effortless, more effortless than effortless. It's not even, it's insane. So no kind of guards are up, and
there's no ego. That's
that's
my favorite part.
Yeah,
like when I like wanted to work with people when I got to school or in the past, I've worked with people who just like can't understand. Like it's not about like. It's just about the product at the end, like the art we're creating, and it's like with all of us, we all understand that it's lovely. You know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't matter if I'm on the song, if I can help you make a better song, then like I feel better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about who's going to be listening to it at the end of the day. And it's like I don't give a fuck if it's just me, but I want to have the best listening experience too. So.
I feel it. Yeah. Maybe we could dive into the core. When did you start making music, or how did you even fall in love with it, bro?
Man, I would say Carlos Santana, Smooth.
Okay.
I just like close my eyes and listen to that shit on the couch for probably like 6 hours straight one day.
Yeah.
Just like one song only, and then I was just like, all right, this
did
shit is life changing.
Maria Maria. Ooh, when I first heard that song by Carlos Santana, there was a teammate of mine, and then his dad used to not want to play nothing like explicit, so he would have that, like he had that tape. We were like, if you're gonna keep playing this CD, you might as well play one we like, So then he would like play that one over and over, and then it'd be like 2-hour drive just going from like here to Temecula or something just for like a week in a tournament, But we're like, replay that joint, Maria Maria was one, okay, that's fucking sick. And then you, Jay, as well. What made you want to start making some music?
We kind of went into this a little bit actually, but it's so my uncle was really good at like making music and shit. He could draw, he could play sports, whatever he did, and I like looked up to him. Because he was like an older brother, and he had like sent me a tape that he had like basically like name dropped me in a song. And I was like, oh no, this shit's hard. This is hard as fuck. I want to do some shit like this. And I was like, and not even just rap. I like started listening to fucking just everything. I was like, I want to be just in this shit, So.
And then like going back to you, Nick, was that like what you knew you wanted to make music like Carlos Santana?
Hell no. That was little. Okay. I got a guitar, and then I was not disciplined. I was half-assed. I was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I got a guitar. I thought I was cool, and then I gave up. And then I was like, I'm not cool because I gave up. And then I was like, but that's not what I want to do. And then I was living up north in Pennsylvania, and then I moved down south, and I had like 2 weeks of school, and then we moved out. And it was summer, so I had no friends. So I would call my buddy up north. And we would like watch YouTube videos, and we would prank call people. And we found Andy Milanakis, and we started freestyling, prank calling people. And then it took like 3 months, and we finally put on a beat. And we were like, oh shit, we're rapping. And we were just, and then that was it. And we just started like, I loved that shit. I fell in love immediately, and I just like I did it every day, like fucking, like 10,000 hours. Freestyling.
Just freestyling and shit.
Probably, like close to it, if not.
Yeah, real quick, if I can ask, because I know everyone's from like the Cypher Cloud. What type of beats was you like? Like were you looking up back then? For us, it would be like in the parties, like fools would be trying, like bro, like we had Cypher circles. Looking like kind of like weirdos, like bro, we're at a whole party. There's girls and
bro, that was all I did. Bro, when I went to college,
why the fuck you guys in a Cypher circle? But we're rapping to this shit, So we're just trying to be chilling and doing, Nah, we was talking. We was there for that later parts. He was in there.
I had a lot of fucking fun. That's all I did in college was literally I would just pull up. I ended up dropping out after because I was just like, this is what I want to do. Because I went to I went to USC before I went to SCAD. Because I transferred. And then
you was smart as hell, son.
Yeah, well, not USC out here, but the other USC.
I was about to say, the USC over here is hard as hell to get into.
I didn't apply. Me and my buddy were gonna go. He got in here, and I was gonna go to Miami with him.
Okay.
And then I got deferred from Miami, but I got in. And then he ended up being like, I was like, I'm not gonna go on deferred.
Okay.
Like, fuck it. They were trying to like hassle me for some money. I was like, hell no. I ain't going into debt like that.
Fuck, dude.
So
I forget that side of
and
the
then
education.
so I went to USC in the South, and then I would just go to parties, and all I would do was rap, dude. It was so much fun, man. I had like it was the time of my life. Like I just knew, like that was when I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
And then from that point to when you possibly recorded your first song, when did it get to that point?
I had already recorded a song. It just like, there was a couple. I had one I got like that scholarship with that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Takeoff. I recorded in Philly. I came up from what was it? Came up from South Carolina to Philly for the summer. And
you were saying University of Southern Carolina.
Yeah.
For sure.
Down in Columbia, South Carolina.
It didn't even clock to me. USC. All right.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I lived down there when I went to high school.
Okay.
And then, after that, I went to Columbia for a year, and then came back home for a year, and then went back up for the summer, produced that song with some of my friends. And then went to SCAD, basically, and then met
So
them.
you were producing at the same time?
No, I didn't produce it. I just, I had a buddy produce it.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, and then I didn't start producing until after I got to SCAD, because, I got into the program.
Yeah.
That was, what I was trying to learn.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, that's sick, bro. And then you as well, Jay. Let me get back to you. I like this dynamic. I get to go between both, just get both sides of it.
Yeah, no, I fuck with
But yeah, just even from, after that point into your first song,
I think, I don't even know.
Like a recording sense or something like that.
I think, even then, after that, I heard that shit, I just freestyled for a long time, but it was really, really bad. I think, the first song I actually, recorded, I recorded on fucking Audacity. With a really shitty fucking blue ice snowball mic. And I fucking recorded that shit and I just put that shit on YouTube. And that shit was awful. It wasn't mixed, nothing. It was fucking trash.
Oh fuck.
But I'd play that shit for my friends and they're like, oh yeah, this shit's hard. This is hard, bro.
It's funny because everybody I be thinking everyone's gas about their first song. They be like, that shit was trash.
No, everybody, literally everybody.
No. I think it's every time I make something new, I feel that way. I listen to some old shit and I'm just I hear how I sound now and I'm like,
progression.
Nah, that wasn't it. I don't know why I thought that was it, but it's okay.
I feel you.
But it's okay.
It's okay.
You keep going up, so it don't really matter too much,
I feel you.
So how do you go about naming your songs? Because I know some of them you have a couple of my favorites are Perfect Cell. Seven Swordsmen. Those ones are kind of cool.
I'd usually just pick some shit from if I see a anime episode title that's really fucking fire, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna borrow that. Or if I hear some shit in there that's really cool, a lot of times I'll do video games. I do a lot of Adventure Time shit.
I was I noticed you use a couple anime.
Yeah, so it's just whatever I'm into at the time and shit.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
How would you just maybe describe your style or how you formulated your style and stuff that you like to make today, basically?
I don't even really know how to explain it. I just be fucking.
I know that question. I hate that question.
Yeah, because it's I just be.
Why though? Why?
It's hard.
Yeah, it's just hard to.
Because it's asking me to identify myself.
All right, so maybe if I could expand, what possibly influenced you to get to that point, or because I feel when I ask that question, it has to do with, it has to do with some sort of I like this. So what parts of this shit do you like a lot? Basically, maybe if I could just ask that,
I think I saw some shit on TikTok on a video I posted a while ago. Somebody said that they were I don't usually fuck with anime songs, but this shit was really hard and it's for fucking 100 Demons Night Parade. And I made a little 30-second A&B for that shit. And shit like that. It's I make anime rap, but I try to, cause it's for me when I rap, I'm a character. I'm that's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of just feeds off of that shit. I like, I don't know. You know, I like dark shit too. So like, my best friend is in a metalcore band and shit like that. I want to have like influences like that and shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay. For sure. Yeah, you as well, bro.
Man,
maybe stuff you like creating, or because I know maybe the style question is probably vague, you know.
Yeah, I got a lot of like melodies and melodic shit. Okay. I'd say like I don't. Everything kind of just speaks to me, I guess. So it's like if something needs a rap or something needs a hook, if something needs to be sung, like I don't know, like I don't even do everything. I just get some ideas sometimes, or like I'll understand like if I'm producing something, it's not for me. You know, or I'll be writing to something in a voice, and then I'll be like, oh, that's not my voice. But it's not just not my voice. Like maybe could I do that voice and then transition it to me? Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. And then when I can, it's like, all right, I got to push that to someone else, and then maybe they can push it back to me, and then I can find out how to do it off of them. Because then it's like, okay, now it's speaking to me, rather than it was speaking to like something else before that I couldn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Everything just
definitely having an ear for what you want specifically, so that you know I want this voice on it. So it's like having like maybe like a developed ear as well. Like,
I was listening to an interview with Rick Rubin, bro, and he just nailed that question on the head. Like it just like comes from the subconscious. I feel like the music, it doesn't come from me. It's like the subconscious, if that makes sense. Like I'm not creating it. Something's about to pop up on this beat, and it's gonna happen. Okay. You know, and if it's not the best song, then someone should remix it. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually, like they'll find out the beat's fire enough. You know, that's the goal.
I get you.
So what was the creative?
Excuse me. Sorry.
What was the creative process for? Oh, this is for both of you. My bad. If I can, Nick and Dance. What was the creative process for On the Way? From your guys' joint album.
Wait,
you started
for the whole thing.
Wait on.
For the song.
For the truth
for the song.
Wait, what song?
Yeah.
On the Way.
Oh, On the Way.
Yeah.
I think I did that one.
Yeah, you started that, and then that's with Pete, right?
Yeah, I think that one, I just had like a chorus idea. I think Clip made the beat. I would Clip again. Unstoppable Force.
Yeah.
I just had a
Dance had a fire
catchy
ass
melody.
idea.
Because
I like Dance had a fire ass idea. I was like, damn.
Sometimes the melodies just hit me. And
At first,
like, damn, this is the chorus. Okay. Especially during that time, I remember that particular. I wrote a few of those joints that same day. I think I did We. I didn't own the Way.
No, because I was there when you did.
You was there when we did We.
You
I
didn't
own the Way
the same day.
A couple other ones like the same day, but I just get in certain pockets. Like I remember at that time I was working on making like good choruses. I was like, I want to work on like my chorus game, because like if you have a strong chorus, then you have a good song. You know, a verse whatever. You know, you can make it short and just loop back around to like a strong chorus if you have it.
For sure. So was that kind of like the direction of the whole tape, was to nail the choruses first, or?
Yeah, honestly, I was in that mode for sure. Yeah, I can't even front.
I can't even front. I do a lot of my music.
I was probably on most of those choruses. Now that I think about it, yeah, I was just in that mindset. I was just like strong chorus, strong chorus, strong chorus, like trying to get like good songs, because like for a couple years I was just like making whatever I wanted to hear, which I still kind of do, but now I think more of like the listener, and now I'm just like, what's like more universal, right? Like before I was just like saying what I wanted to say, rapping what I want to say on whatever beat, right? But now I'm like, okay, like this beat sounds like it could be on the radio, you know, let me see if I can like make a song that would accompany this like well, you know, and then just like really tapping into that for like a few years, and like
kind of like a switch of perspective, just to even put yourself in the audience.
I feel like that's really like how I've gotten to where I am now with like especially like my singing voice. Like you've heard some of the joints, like that wasn't there even like 8 months ago, really. Like at the way it is now. So just like chipping away, I'm just really trying to find like the perfect sound, you know. I'm just trying to like make good songs, really, you know.
I feel you.
Something that's universal, but that still speaks to me, right?
Hella.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And Nick, just to even keep talking about that tape, You telling me a majority, like 6, 7 of them tracks you produced?
Yeah.
We were talking about the rapping side. Both y'all, like production is another thing y'all love as well. You know, I feel like that's
hell yeah.
like that's a whole nother artist side in itself. You know,
I just like good sound.
Okay.
Like to me, it's like
I was saying in the car, bro. You should. I don't know, European is the right word, but like it's more like there. It's like the pace. It's like up tempo. You know, the pacing of it. It's like it's kind of in a dancing pocket, but there's a lot of rapping going on.
Yeah, they got a lot of upbeat shit.
Yeah,
uppity stuff, like
definitely
vibey, but like still you can, almost like dance to it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like it's got to make you move, and then it's gonna make me move. So then I'm gonna put, you know what I mean? I'm gonna record to it at the end of the day.
Okay, and then like just even asked about like the production side, was it simultaneous when you first started writing? You were gonna make beats as well, or like how was that as well?
It kind of goes hand in hand when I'm doing it. Like if I'm producing something and it's not speaking to me, I'm not gonna hop on it. Or like I mentioned earlier, like I'm writing with a different voice, and I'm just forcing it. So then I'll pass it off to him and then any of those ones, then he'll kick it back eventually, if he's got a hook on it or he's got like a verse and he's like, nah, you should do the hook, and then maybe I'll try and do that. I don't think that really happened with that album, but. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun at the end of the day.
Hell yeah. And then you as well, Jay. How was it about your production side, or like what made you want to?
I feel like I have a very eclectic taste when it comes to like beats sometimes. Like I can always find something that's really close to what I want, but never just enough. So it's like I'm always trying to push it for like I'll find a sound. I'm like, all right, this is close. So I'll make something like that, and then I'll push it to like where I want it, and I'm like, okay, now this is good. So it's like that's kind of my approach to it. Is like I gotta find something I really like, and that's really hard, So, because I want to strictly not just be trap shit, not just. I want to see what other genre sounds I can get in there and make it like really crazy.
Hell.
So that's like my approach to that shit.
Legit. The ground transition into your latest album, bro. If you could talk about it, the name of it, how you came to be with the creation of it, and then just go into the beats on those as well,
So I got the name from. All right, this shit's kind of fucking funny, but I was playing like a mobile game, and it's like there's this anime character in it from this shit called Overlord, and he has like this special move called the goal of all life is death. And it's like basically an insta wipe. You win, right? And I was like, that's just kind of hard. I like that fucking title. So I was like, but what does it mean? So I was like, I want to write some shit where it's like kind of like sad, but like real emotional type shit. And then like kind of like tell a story about a character type shit. That's what I was trying to do. And then all the titles, I was just like, all right, let me like try to structure it in a way that it feels like you can understand the progression of this character's journey through this story type shit, right? And I use a bunch of like anime names for that shit, but it like, comes together, right? And then for those, I just went through for like the beats and shit, I just went, like I said, wanted to try a bunch of different shit. Like we had some K-pop shit on, like not K-pop, like city pop shit. And I got our boy, Luke. He like plays sax. He's really good at like producing his shit too.
Sax.
Yeah, and like he laid sax on that shit. Like, all right, so I sent him the beat first. I sent him the beat for that shit, and he was like, "Let me play sax over this," and I was like, "All right, yeah, I got you." So I sent it to him, and then he sent it back with sax, and I was like, "Okay, this is hard." So I like chopped it up and like made that song, and then I was like, "All right, yeah, no, I gotta go crazy on this shit," and that's The Vampire Queen, which I like released that first as like a single.
Okay.
And then me and Nick have a boy. That's how I met them actually. I met them together. Okay. Him and this dude Devin, but he goes by Soko, and I met them at a party freestyling.
Okay.
And me and him had talked a lot while I was like in Savannah, and we could just never get a song together. So I was like, I gotta write a song with him. No matter what, that's gotta fucking happen. So I wrote a fucking beat for us, and then I got him on there, and like that's 7 Ninja Swordsman.
Yeah.
and that's really I was just doing shit like that. Like, all right, what do I do? I was like, I know I wanted a song with dance. I know I wanted like Nick to come produce some shit with me. So I just did some shit like that, and I just put it all together. You know, Dance was there basically the whole step away. Even if he wasn't on it, he had basically heard everything before it was finished, when it was finished, in progress, all that shit. So, yeah.
I want to talk about Fox and the Ghost. Specifically. Why the fuck you go so crazy on that?
Yeah, fam. Do you think?
Shit. I don't even. All right, see, so
the
it's funny.
title and like the whole song creation. What's up with that?
The title is that's just from Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. So like, there's like a character who's always wearing a fox mask, and basically they call him the Ghost. So I was like, fuck, we gonna do some shit like that. So I made that title, and then I was just like, man, I'm gonna just write. I don't even care. I like this beat. I'm gonna just write some shit to it. And I wrote the chorus for that first. And normally I write like all my verses first. And that one is like, I wrote the chorus and I was like, all right. Then I wrote all my verses. And I don't know. I was just.
That's your normal process for like majority of your tracks. That's how you go about it.
I usually write a verse first, and then I'm like, all right, you know. Then I write a hook or a chorus or whatever.
For sure.
And I think that's something that's like I've like had to work on too. Is like I'll like write some shit, and I won't know it's like a chorus. Like that's why it's like fucking with Dance is really good because I've sent him a couple things and he'll be like, no, that's a chorus. That's a chorus. And I'm like, all right, I hear you.
Yeah. Just like designated something.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes someone's just like super catchy, you know? Like, I don't know. Because I get it, like as like a writer, someone who just like writes a bunch and just like records a lot. Sometimes you just like, you don't go in with like a song in mind. You're just kind of venting, right? You're just getting bars out. And when you're doing stuff like that, you know, you don't have a structure, but like you structure your verses in ways, right? It's like every 4 or 8 bars you're switching like melody or cadence, or like you're switching something, and like one of those is the most catchy, right? One of those sections is going to be like, damn, I could hear this looped type of shit, right? Yeah. That's what needs to be the chorus. Or that's how I would like, that's how I like, my brain works, right? I'm like, man, if you lay something out like that, it's like, okay, like this is like, to me, like this is clearly like the chorus or the hook or whatever. Like we can loop this and we can go off of this and then, yeah, work from there. But it's just that thing, because the way he makes music is interesting. Like the way he like kind of writes is like in that manner. It's kind of a bunch of sections. So he'll send me some stuff, and I'll look at it, I'll listen to it, I'll literally like rearrange that bitch and send it back to him, and he'll be like, whoa, I ain't hear it like this.
No, facts.
It'll be, and I won't do nothing but like just like shift around his sections and just like piece it back on the beat, and he'd be like, okay, I see.
Yeah, but no.
And I'm like, yeah, like that's what I hear. You know, it's like that's how I hear the song that you kind of like put out. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like being more intentional and shit. Like,
yeah, for sure.
I think I've become more intentional with like, because I agree with that shit. It's like you're venting, you're just spitting bars, and it's like, I definitely agree. That's definitely what I was like doing and shit. And like now I feel like I'm more intentional with what I'm doing. It's like I'll say some shit and I'll be like, all right, I could keep going, but I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna change how I'm fucking about to do this flow or some shit, you know? And then, like he said, you hear some shit and it's like, oh wait, that's a chorus.
Yeah, it's like something about this just feels
it's like
wait.
Yeah,
it's got that feeling, you know? It's just like, all right, hold on.
Hella. And Nick, maybe you could talk about your process as well. I know you spoke on his to write some verses, maybe sometimes for like some venting. How is it for you, bro, whenever you're creating, bro?
A lot of the time, so what I'll do, and I'll tell people if they're trying to work with me, like Clip or everybody like sending beats or something like that, or I'll load something up, but I won't listen to it until I'm like capable. Like the first, if they'll send me a beat, I won't ever listen to it. And then I'll load it up into the session when I'm able to record, and I'll hit record the first time, and then I'll record my first, you know what I mean? Like I got to get my first idea out right then and there.
Just raw, yeah.
Because I'm not going to remember it. Like I'll never get it out the same way. It's not going to be as like free or as original, like, you know what I mean? So I can formulate it and get it better usually and hopefully, but sometimes it's just, like perfect the first time. Like it just comes naturally sometimes. So
damn.
Like that's
He's
what I try to do.
He's a true like performative artist.
That's literally the first take.
Yeah.
Like the first time you're hearing it, like
That's
not
crazy.
the first time you record, consider first
Yeah,
take.
because like I want it to speak to me, like, and that's how I feel. Like I get emotional. Like I'm really emotional every time I hear something. Like it piques something in my head, and I'm like, wow. And like even that's how when I'm producing something, like I'll start with one thing. I'll find something, a melody or something, you know what I mean, like, or a sample, and then once I have that, I'll warp it to how I like it, and then I'll go from there, and I'll be like, what does this need? What's missing? And then all of a sudden, like in my head, there'll be another melody, and then I'll put that melody with that melody, and then it's like, all right, I'll try to maximize as many melodies in one space, and then throw a beat on that, and then I'll just kind of like redact it back down, and then recreate it.
Okay.
And then kind of through that process, I'll find out if I'm going to put vocals on it. Because simultaneously, once I have that 8-bar loop that I like, I'm already rapping in my head, or I'm singing something. And if I like it enough, I'm going to just hit record or like extend that out before I even, make the beat. I'll just put it like 100 bars. And then I'll just go freestyle for as long as I, feel it until it stops speaking to me. Or, I feel like burnt out from it, or you know what I mean? And then I need to try again. Or
you don't mind it being like strictly the vibe that you just curated in a sense, because I feel like majority of people that like rappers are so about like, I want everything that I wrote down to be heard, so like you're not worried about sometimes if it's just, this is what I came up with like today,
Yeah, like I guess sometimes, and then I mean, looking back, I wish you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of in a more mature way with, like, picking up my bars, like, in a sense. But at the same time, I guess I have some type of attachment to, like, the craft of just delivering, like, a free fucking idea one time, one take, like, exactly how it is, exactly how it spoke to me. Like, you would get it how if you were in the room with me, at that same time, we all felt the feeling. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like, it takes me back to when I first started and why I first started doing it. It's like, it's that expression.
Okay.
And you get it every time you record, but like, I don't know, it feels you can dilute it, but then also like you enhance it at the same time through the record. And that's why like you get so much more in a live show sometimes. So I guess I don't ever think about it like that, but like talking about it, I guess it kind of relays something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. Sick. I wanted to ask about this past weekend. Y'all been showing me joints. Is that on new shit? Y'all got new shit coming out? Each of you, I want to ask everybody in here, because y'all touched down for 2 days and got hella active. I'm like, is this how quick the process always is? You guys just always spewing shit out like this, or? Like, what's the direction for the future stuff? Maybe you can just go in.
Normally I don't spit like this, but I don't like I said, back home my boys are like, they all like hardcore. It's all rock and shit. So like, this is like the first time I really been in a setting with like other artists who are, very similar to me and shit. So this is a first for me. Like, I'm even surprised, to be honest. But yeah.
What was the question?
So basically,
I do this
about the vibe this weekend.
Yeah,
you guys created a bunch of tracks. Is this for new stuff coming out? Do you have new stuff coming out? What is it?
It wasn't. It was we. Yes and no. We and Jay have been working on a collaborative project.
Okay, yeah, talk on it. Please.
And we were getting some of those done.
Okay,
we were stopping some of those done.
Yeah. Can I ask what it is? Is it in the tuck?
It's in the.
All right, for sure.
It's in the tuck. It's in the works.
Yeah. Shit's working. All right, hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We're not talking about it just yet.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's chilling.
We're still working on it.
Yeah. That's chilling.
But we got a bunch of music.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of music. So we was knocking shit out for that, and then just wanted to like create some fresh vibes, because I know like they hadn't met before in person, like for real, and then we had, none of us had really, well, I've been in the studio with him, but like I hadn't worked in the studio with Jay either, so it was just like, it's like let's get some fresh shit, like let's get some new shit. So that's really what it was all about.
Okay.
And you know me, you work with me all the time.
Active, bro.
You know me.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
like,
I love.
What
I
is
love
the
it.
next stuff coming out, basically? To ask.
I mean, everyone got their own. I don't know when our joint's coming out. we gotta work. We gotta figure out what's up with that. But I know Nick's got something coming out soon. He wearing the merch right now.
Talk about it, please.
Talk about
it.
Talk about it. I got a project coming out. It's
talk to me.
That's probably the next thing coming for real.
Yeah, I gotta tidy it up and clean it up, and then I still gotta create like 1 or 2 more verses on it, and then it's getting close though.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I'm gonna release it before the end of the year or not, but if not, it's gonna be coming right around the corner. So it's close. I'm trying to get a video done, but I that's still all in the works and talk. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's coming soon. It's got 12 tracks, and then on top of that, I got another project that I'm trying to work on too. So
for sure.
Some different vibes as well. So
that's fire.
Yeah, I'm excited. This will be my first solo project right
here.
Dance will be on it. I got a couple of my other buddies on it. Papa. Who else is on that? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm not sure who I'm missing.
You produced most of it though.
Yeah, I produced most of it.
Not all of it.
Definitely not all of it. Clip came through with a lot of heat. I had a couple on there that that are just pure freestyle. The whole song, one of them. I'm probably gonna polish that up a little bit though.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really excited for that to go down. My buddy did the artwork.
Yeah, I was telling you about the merch. Tap us in, bro. We'd love to support. Not just on the music side, but everything you guys got going on.
We got an Etsy store for TR94 for Today Records. Right now, I'm not sure what the link is. We can give you that information though. But we can get that to you guys. Eventually, once the album starts, has a release date, then the merch will probably come with that, and then hopefully we'll roll out a video too. So
for sure,
I'm excited to see
it
all playing through.
That's fire.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm definitely dropping before the year's up.
You are.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a single come out before the end of the year.
No, I got a single coming out.
Okay.
It's gonna be on the album. It's called Night Calls. It's coming out in December. I'm not gonna give you the date, but it's coming out in December.
Yeah, no, that's
fine.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Wait. Night Calls.
Night Calls.
Did I produce that?
Yeah, that's you. Oh yeah, Nick produced that one too.
Okay.
Produced that one. That's true. That's right.
Yeah, I love that one. That shit's tight.
That one coming out. It's coming. And when we drop it.
It's just tight.
We letting it come because we got so much fucking music.
Yeah,
I
do. No, that's why I'm asking because
like,
I'm not even opposed to the stuff that we make because it's recent, being on the back burner because I know you have a bunch of stuff. So that's why I wonder majority of the time when I ask about somebody's drop, it's the fact that you're juggling made music. It's not like new stuff you have to sometimes even go through. It's about stuff I already have in the tuck, and I'm like, how can I roll this out more or less? Like as an artist, I can imagine that being the hard part rather than creating the music. We
were definitely making way more than we're releasing. That's like it is piling up, but
that's true.
It's about the bubble gonna burst soon.
Yeah,
that's all I'm got to say.
Yeah,
it's gonna burst soon, and it's all coming out.
That's fire. We're here for
our shit. My shit, everybody's shit.
We're tapped in, bro.
Oh yeah.
Literally, like the whole purpose of this was to be tapped in. And I'm glad that it's a bunch. Like once it starts, it's gonna be an abundance. It's not like I'm gonna be confused where you guys at for a minute.
We here. I know I've been like kind of quiet on like releasing for sure.
Okay.
I know I've been quiet. I had like one release this year. That's it.
Okay.
And I've been making way too much to be quiet for real. Like, even my boys is like, can I hear some music? Like, when you dropping some
There's
shit?
a lot
of stuff. You right though. Like, it's coming, bro.
It's a catalog.
It's really just been getting acclimated to the city and everything. It's just been like trying to make sure I'm just grounded here.
Definitely.
And taking it in, man. Like, I didn't realize I was gonna make the connections I made with like certain artists and stuff like you and you already know. There's so many fucking people, man. I didn't even see myself like engineering artists the way I do now. I just didn't see it. I didn't see it happen. That wasn't a plan. It wasn't in the notes.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it. I just love good music. And
Bro, we went to school for that shit, and I don't know about him, but like I remember the day when I was like working with him, and I was like, damn. You're better than me, man.
He's nice as shit. Yeah. Nah, that's where, bro.
Just like, yo, hell yeah, man.
But just
He's
like
good
know
as
what
fuck
you
at
want too, you
engineering,
know?
man. Like
Sometimes it's not about the person knowing about the tweaks, but knowing what you want from this specific song or something like that, you know?
Yeah,
so
For sure.
I can imagine that.
For sure.
For
sure.
It's something I like to ask the guests in recent second season. If y'all had not like a last meal, you know, they say you're about to die, I'm sorry. But I'll give you an album to listen to. What you jamming?
I was just talking about this with somebody. Hold on. I got an answer.
I'm finna give you your last plate in this last album you got.
It's like 2 answers.
The whole album?
Yeah. Because you're not about to get no other artists after this.
man, I don't
These
know.
last notes in these ears of yours.
I got 2. It's like a 50-50 for me.
It's a 50-50, bro.
It's a 50-50
Bruh.
for me.
Well, then you ain't getting shit. Be in silence. I'm gonna tell you. Be in silence. I'm trying to give you a chance.
You saying we get one? Man, listen, I got at least 2. I can break it down. Listen, I can break it down to 2. That's all I can
when
do.
they say last meal, you don't say 2 things.
That's
bro.
true. You get
So-
one. You get one. One.
Yeah.
No, bro, listen. No, you thinking about it
Or
weird.
what? Like you want a single song? If I were to
get
say,
one. Yeah, you
I feel
get
like
one.
one single song would be harder. No.
That's true.
No, that's harder. You're right.
You
You're
get
right.
one.
You're right. Damn, the last sounds I'm gonna hear before I'm gone.
Yeah. Or
No, that's not what he said, but I guess you could think about it like that.
yeah.
That's not what he said, but I guess you could
He
think
said
about
it's your
technically,
last.
yeah,
he said it's your
because-
last meal.
Maybe my favorite album won't be my last album I want to hear going out. Does that make sense?
it. Yeah.
I can get the wording of that question. Like,
I guess you're right. Huh.
yeah, put me on.
You taking too long. Pass the mic.
Well, Nick didn't
Go
know what
ahead.
he wanted to do. That's why he passed it to me.
Dance, go ahead. Dance, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You have a mic as well.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm over here like passing the
Yeah,
mic.
no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
I just he looked like he was on a verge. You ready or what?
No, go,
You don't know?
go.
All right.
I said, hurry up, motherfucker.
For me, it's D'Angelo and the Vanguard, Black Messiah. It's got to be like the one. I got a solid B, but like
What is the beat?
there's just certain joints on. It's just like
Damn.
I need. Yeah.
All right.
And D'Angelo's my favorite artist. So
Okay.
I gotta roll. The B is solid too, though. The B is also my favorite artist. It's hard. It's a hard thing. He's the ultimate artist. You
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about.
See, my shit is like from 2 different genres. That's why I was like,
Put me on.
That's same with mine. Come on.
Oh,
D'Angelo's
okay.
R&B. Kanye West is.
oh yeah, okay, no, I hear you. No, but see, my shit's even more drastic than that. It's like, yeah, the first one would definitely be Little Uzi's fucking The Perfect Love Tape. That shit goes hard.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, so like that one.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay. Caveat
Look at
God.
it.
and then like
Out of
if I had to choose something else, my B would be
right?
there's this band called Counterparts and they got this album called Tragedy Will Find Us and that shit's really fucking good.
I've never heard that.
That shit's so fucking hard.
I'm a jam.
That's
The
the
counterpart.
one.
Yes, sir.
That's why I was like, I want to.
Okay. Damn, that. All right.
Black Messiah is like.
What a range.
No, bro, listen, I
Cause
listen
like
to
Lil Uzi's really new school. Is the other album kind of from our childhood or like?
No, they're
When did it come out? That album specifically.
that one came out in like I want to say like
Ain't that.
2000 fucking 14 or 15 maybe. 2014, 2015. But I listen to like everything, bro. I don't discriminate. If it's good, it's good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good
If it's
music.
gas, it's gas. I'm a
Yeah,
fucking
good
vibe that
music's
shit.
good
Exactly.
music. Nah, I get you.
You got
I get
some?
Yeah, I got some.
I changed his mind over here.
Yeah, don't be trying to influence, bro.
Nah, he didn't.
Don't be trying to
He found out my. He
influence.
found out my
I
second
totally
guess.
completely forgot.
He found out my second
forgot
guess.
about
He forgot
it.
it existed. And he's
I
like,
wasn't even listening to what he said because I was thinking so hard.
Okay,
and then I
yeah,
asked
you
him what he
just-
said. And I said, "Oh shit!" and then I thought real hard. And I was like, "I
Okay.
can't
It's the
deny
one.
it."
It's really the one.
Yeah,
Like,
my
it's-
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, the best album. And
that-
then
yeah.
What? So
That was
like,
my beat.
I didn't want to choose these two, but these are my favorite two albums that I can play from start to finish. Otherwise, in my life, I don't like them that much now. But Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper.
Oh,
When I was listening to that was like so many plays, bro.
So good.
Like changed my life.
I feel
And
you.
then
Man,
on the Moon,
I was
actually, by Kid Cudi.
Oh, yeah.
Man on the
Another
Moon.
good
Before
one.
all of them, I gotta say
Classic.
that one.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Same.
Classic.
And then
That one reminds me of 8th grade.
what was after? Oh, 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah, those are my favorites. Those are
Damn.
my favorites. They all changed my life. And
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy how you say like.
I'm not
life
sure what
channel,
now.
you know?
Since then, beside well, no, My Beautiful Dark was the same time around Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, that's fire.
Oh, you know what?
That.
Lately, my favorite is
me off,
the
put me off.
YSL fucking
Free
the
boys.
the green cover. Yeah, free
Gang.
free them all, bro.
Okay.
Fucking Slime Language 2.
You
That
wanna know
one.
I'm so
That
dumb?
one. I couldn't
I
think
thought
of
you
it.
were naming the name of the album.
I know.
YSL Free the Boys.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I thought he said. I was like, oh,
Why so free the boys? Okay, yeah, put me on. Yeah.
I was like, hey, all right. I was like, what songs is on that one?
No, but Slime Language
What's
2,
on Free the
man. I
Boys?
was
Yeah.
bumping the fuck out of that. Like all that was my number one. Like all the tracks on that were in my top 10 almost. There was like
Okay.
only 2 or 3 other tracks last year. So
Oh, that's fire. That's
yeah,
fire.
man. Yeah, I gotta say that's the next one.
It's fun.
So,
Hell
yeah, it's
yeah.
funny. Yeah, I love that shit.
Damn, y'all.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you. It's been
Sure.
a pleasure. I
Absolutely.
wanted to get
Yeah.
y'all links, but just in general,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, been transparent. Talk about your likes, dislikes. Feel me?
Absolutely.
Future shit coming out. Little gauge into it, but overall, just speaking on the whole music journey and y'all. You feel me? I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, dude, it's been a
So,
pleasure,
thank you
man.
for having us.
For real, for real.
Yeah.
And Dance, give us your socials. I know the people know it, but we'll go in order again.
They
and let
might
the people
not
tap
know.
in. Nah, they do because
People don't really know me.
y'all know Dance was there with us at the FTG show. A lot of our followers are from that.
For sure.
So like,
For sure.
you know,
No, that's
you're
for
a
sure.
face that was with us. So yeah, trust, fam. I appreciate the support.
For
Oh,
sure.
no,
Last time I was out
Um,
here, your
What's
shit
my
fucked up.
social? It's dancing this. It's dancing this, on Instagram, and that's really all. You follow me on that, you can find me.
That's not the same as your music name though. So
No, yeah.
that's why as
on
well.
Spotify, Apple, Tidal, YouTube, Dance Harris. That's me. That's my middle and last name. You can find that, all the joints, all the
Oh.
freshness.
legit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I go by Nick the Rapper. You can find me on all platforms there, and then on Instagram it's Nick.
And the
Rapper.
and the TR94 album, the Today's Records.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can,
can follow all
find
that
our
too.
collective. Yeah, TR94 is the artist name. Today Records on Instagram. Is it also? It's like
yeah,
Today Records
Today
94.
Records 94.
Today Records
Okay.
94 on Instagram. You
Yeah.
can follow that. You can keep up with the collective as a whole.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then on all like streaming platforms, YouTube, you know, wherever you get your music, Kage J. If you know any anime shit, obviously,
Kage. Hokage.
yeah,
Kage.
Hokage without the ho, and then JAY.
Come
So-
on.
He's a bardist.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Hokage without the ho.
Yes, sir. And then all my fucking socials are fucking the King of Curses, but instead of like the with an E, it's with an A.
Okay. We're different.
Yeah,
Appreciate y'all.
well, facts.
Once
Yeah.
again.
Likewise.
That's right.
For sure. Likewise.
thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all for real.
Carry the vibes. Shouts to Jose.
Yes.
Shouts to Lensers.
I wish you was here.
Bro, facts.
all
You feel
good.
me? We got this shit curated. Shouts to that vibe. I got to shout out Mad Boy. Did media coverage for his festival. Shit was cool. Hella hospitality for having us back there.
Yeah, bro.
On space. They had us hooked up with drinks.
That was yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
everything
dope.
was,
That's
that
dope.
shit was cool, bro.
Hell yeah.
It was
That's what's
cool. It just made it like easy to want to network.
up. Okay.
You know?
No, that's
I think
Facts.
that's
come
the
on.
main
That's
thing
what
of
you need.
yeah, like the way
Yeah.
to summarize it, it made me want to go network because
Yeah.
I got a space. I don't gotta worry about where I could go
Right.
to go sit down. Sometimes you know when you go out on a night out,
Facts.
sometimes having a place to sit down makes you like I can just re-energize for like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Like you don't
facts,
even
facts.
need
Yeah,
you don't need nothing more than 3-4 minutes sometimes. You know.
Come on. Yeah.
You feel me? We can eat real quick, but
Facts.
everything about the vibes. He had mad artists that came fuck with us. We had a whole dancer fuck with us. So everything about the vibe was sick.
That's hard.
Shouts to them as well.
It's hard.
And shouts to the team, Juice Podcast.
Yeah, shouts to the
We didn't even shout to the episode number. We failed you. It's 10.
I know. What are we? What is
Nah,
it?
we ending it with it. Episode 10, season 2.
Episode 10, season 2.
You feel me? It's your boy Juma once again.
Yeah.
Frankie. And Frankie.
You feel me?
Jay.
Nick.
I'm Dan Terrace.
You got your own mic.
And I'm like a guy that. Give me both. I'm Dan Terrace. Make sure y'all get
Juice on it.
Dan Terrace.
We outie.
Round till we making it
Dan
out.
Terrace.
Round till we making it out.
Y'all got
Hey,
it.
look, go around the town, up in my way, up my shit. Niggas be making a sound. Niggas don't wish where I'm from. Grind till we making it out. Selling that fish, selling that fish. Look, niggas grinding just a sign. I'ma go around the town.